politics and I'm trying to think of and celebrity worship. That's pretty much it. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I have my qualms with religion. Organized religion, I think, in general, is worse than better, I think. But I think that if people use a belief to maintain hope and push for a goal to be better, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I also, on the flip side, think that definitively saying anything about, hey, this is definitely how it is stupid. So that can go for people that are religious zealots or people that are atheists. Like, either way, I think have your beliefs, but I'm on the kind of the agnostic belief system where I'm like, a God could exist. I don't know. You know, what I know is what I can tangibly perceive. There's a possibility that there is some force or being that, you know, dictates what happens and what doesn't. But it's also possible that's not true. So I say, pursue goals and live life to the fullest while you still have it, because the time is finite. Yes, we are in an era of medical innovation, and the person that will live to 150 is probably already born. But the time is ticking. And you never really know how much time you have left. So do things that matter to you. Procrastination is the death of progress. Observe when it's happening and say, fuck that. Let's get back to work, because excuses don't pay the bills. I grew up watching Best Score when I wasn't supposed to. Definitely just sits a touch rep. What the fuck? I'm fortunate, Nick, to have never discovered that. I managed to avoid like all those like well-known internet videos that people know, like 2 girls, 1 cup, and 1 guy, 1 jar, and like Pain Olympics and whatnot. I only heard about them, but I was smart enough to be like, nah, I'm not curious enough to know what this is like. Fuck that. I'm not about to get scarred for life for the status of saying, hey, I've seen that video.
You knew I was coming. Now surely you know what happens next.
I know the Emperor will be defeated. I know peace will be restored.
No! It is the Jedi who stand in the way of peace!
Jesus was a real man, and I believe he was a nice wizard like Gandalf, and the pretzels made the Romans kill him. Sorry, your stream definitely got flagged for the J word. Okay, yeah. I don't know if that's how it works, but I appreciate the concern. Anytime someone says a word I shouldn't say out loud, I'm either going to say I'm not going to say that, or I'll replace it with something that has some commonality. I mean, it's true. The Hebrews were the ones that made sure that Jesus was assassinated, and a lot of historians that aren't religious, they see the records, and like records of Jesus' existence are kind of inconsistent. Let's for the sake of argument say that definitively he was a historical figure and that none of that was doctored. It actually completely makes sense that if, you know, the leaders of the Hebrew faith, of Judaism, if they would have had this person coming out contradicting them from within their own faith, they would just see them as an obstacle and want them done away with. It's like the same thing with politics and real life. If someone has information that the powers that be don't want to get out, they'll probably kill them. It's kind of just a repeating thing. So it's without debate that if Jesus did exist, that the Hebrew leaders would have wanted him dead. They would have seen him as a rebelling force, and they would have been like, he's questioning our authority, he's just going to confuse our followers. Our followers give us money, so fuck this guy, we're going to kill him. And that's where I was saying earlier, the bad parts of religion, because it becomes more than just a faith in something, it becomes a business. Not that there's anything wrong with business, but when your business is based on, you know, the emotional weight of your followers believing in something that potentially is not real, that's when I have a problem with it. You saying Rome didn't have wizard powers too? Yeah, Rome has never had tyrants as leaders ever. Or maniacs that give horses political positions. What was that, Nero? Or is it Caligula? It was one of those two. I don't know. Whoa, what the fuck? One of the Antichrist. You've had multiple? Wait, there's like a chamber over here. Caligula is normal. Well, it's just an individual. That's the most controversial statement you've ever made. Yeah, he did normal things. That fucking lead in their drinking water wasn't making him insane. What do you mean? What do you mean he ordered his men to stab the ocean? With swords? I hope with swords. Because otherwise, it would just be a bunch of salty dicks walking around. It's a running theory that he pops in and out of the timeline to mess us about. I could see that. He's like basically the devil's corporeal form. I mean, wouldn't he be? Because it's like, if the Antichrist is the opposite of Christ, that would mean that the Antichrist is an element of the devil in human form. So it's kind of like an unholy trinity, if you will. It's like Father the Devil, which is the one that makes everything happen, doesn't actually exist in the plane of what we can understand. It's just a force that goes about. It's negative energy, pure negative energy. And then Devil the Son is the Antichrist, and then Devil the Unholy Spirit would be the thing that possesses humans. Epstein being the Antichrist, I can see that. But I think he, if he really was the Antichrist, he went down too easily. That's assuming that the Clintons actually killed him and they didn't just say, hey, you have an out, and then they just put him on a different island somewhere. Because we all know he didn't actually kill himself. He had information on people, and people wanted him dead. It's like I said earlier, it's the same shit. Oh shit. There's tentacles.
Vader's assassin.
That's what I'm saying.
Welcome to the ancient
Assuming
abyss,
he actually
a place of
is dead.
sacrifice since time immemorial. Are you
This dude shots in Argentina with a mustache. Alright, Ashlyn Praxis from Jak 2. We are fighting with lightsabers now. Why did you just scream at me? Okay. I'm noticing a substantial increase in health and damage inflicted.
Even if I die, the Jedi Order will live on.
Shaquille O'Neal! Shaquille O'Neal is the Antichrist? Or are you saying you're making fun of her name, saying she's Shaquille O'Neal? Dude, can you imagine they actually did a mod where Shakti is Shaq, and he's just this giant towering monster guy with a tiny little lightsaber that looks like a knife? Shaq baby. You remember that, Blake? 7 foot 2 foot tall man, but he has little stumpy feet with no, like, little tiny toes. Like, it's like he has heels with toes. Shaq man with baby feet. Okay, now Felucian's about to attack. Yeah, I remember this part. Make the Rancor Shaq. I'm glad you got value out of my nonsense. Do they not have any health? I think there's some health over there. No, that's it. Oh, there is one. Okay. I did see it, right? Oh, she could heal herself. Shit. I remember Sith Rage, I got that. Increased that melee damage. Thank you for pushing me into the holocron.
You will be betrayed by the dark side.
The dark side has made me powerful.
Just one slash? Come on, dude. Oh yeah, I can do that too. I'll say the DICE Star Wars games fucking... DICE! Feels so good to play. What is that, like, the fucking, I don't remember the name of that one with Cal in it. Is that who made that? Oh, Battlefront, the new ones. I haven't played them yet.
I will not allow you to stop my work on Felucia.
I will obey my master's command.
Why Felucia? Nice. Yeah, I played a lot of the second one, like the second original one on PS2.